When you're getting into grilled foods, I find one of the most confusing things for beginners is smoking a bunch of foods at one time to make sure they come together in a complete meal. So today's video is for you if you've been wondering how to smoke a complete meal in the Traeger pellet grill or whatever grill you have. I'm going to show you a tri-tip cooked at 250 degrees Fahrenheit and all of the sides and fixings that I created as well. And the thing is, you could go around your kitchen and just take a bunch of ingredients and throw this type of a meal together based on the inspiration I'm going to show you today. As with all the videos here on SipBiteGo, you can find timestamps for the individual dishes on the description, and you can find recipes at SipBiteGo.com. So today we are just kind of winging it. We have a little barbecue feast going on. We're gonna use a smoker. We're gonna load it up with delicious things. Let me show you what we're gonna base it all around. So the first thing we're gonna do is we're gonna cook up a delicious tri-tip. Look at this thing. Oh my gosh. Tri-tip is one of my favorite steaks to cook, especially for a larger family meal. One of these will feed like 3, maybe 4 people if you have a bunch of sides to serve it with. You can, you can find tri-tip all over these days, which is great because it used to just be mostly available in like California, but it's a cut of steak that's really become very popular. I'm in Texas and I can find it at HEB, at Whole Foods, at Costco, so it's all over now. And if you haven't smoked one yet, I suggest you try it. So I have a bunch of stuff in this, some fresh herbs, some mustard, olive oil, red wine vinegar. I have a lot of marinade recipes that you can find on SipBiteGo for steak, but sometimes I do just kind of wing that as well and throw a bunch of stuff in before I head to the gym in the morning. So that's what I did today. So this is the center, but these days I'm like, if I'm gonna fire up the smoker, I'm gonna put a bunch of stuff in there. So I have sides coming too. Let's see what else we have in store. So today we're using the 885 Traeger pellet grill. They sent it over for us to check out, review. We've loved it ever since. It's smoking a lot of things on it. We're making sure that all the grease from previous cooks is out of there so we can have a fresh start today. It does hold quite a bit of food, so you'll see that we're able to load it up with a bunch of sides and our tri-tip. $2.50. My husband asked me if we would need both racks on the grill, and I was like, absolutely yes, because everything is going in it that I can find in the kitchen that can smoke at 250. So let's round everything up. To start with a clean work surface, or else I just cannot cook. The first thing we're going with is Brussels sprouts, and what you see here is that the first step to making Brussels sprouts at 250 degrees in the smoker is to prep the bacon. You want to cook the bacon inside. This takes just like 5 to 10 minutes in a pan. You want it almost fully cooked because then in the smoker, it's just gonna pick up the smoked flavor. While the bacon is cooking in a pan, you can prep the veggies, and so all you need to do is dice up an onion and cut the end and remove the outer layer of Brussels sprouts and then cut them in half. You add that all to a large cast iron skillet, and here I put some cherries in. I thought that would give it a nice sweet taste as well. You could do raisins or you could skip it all together, but I did really like those dried cherries. Add some olive oil and your favorite barbecue rub. Thanks to Traeger for sending over the 885 grill and this rub. So tasty. So just mix that all in there. I also added some Blanco, which is the new seasoning from Meat Church. Also super tasty. I'm almost out of it. I need to get another one. So just mix that all together so all of the veggies and the bacon are completely coated, and then you are able to go ahead and pop this in the smoker at 250. At this time I added the marinated tri-tip to the smoker as well. The tri-tip was about 2.5 pounds, and as you know, it was in that marinade for a few hours, picking up a ton of flavor. On days I don't have my shit together and I've forgotten to season it, I'll just put some olive oil and barbecue rub on top. Next up we have some Brussels sprouts. The cooked bacon, Brussels sprouts cut in half, onions, some barbecue rub, olive oil. It's all going in. This is one of my favorite side dishes for any barbecue. And there's just one other thing I'm craving, throwing on the smoker since we have the room. Here is a little hint. I love summer. I love summer foods. Peaches. This is my recipe for smoked cinnamon peaches with pecans. You can pop it in the smoker at the same time as the chicken and the Brussels sprouts, and it will all come together. It's super yummy over vanilla ice cream, or you could just eat it as is. And so you want to start with 8 medium peaches, and then you're going to dice or slice them up into wedges, add them to a cast iron skillet, and then you sprinkle on a dusting of cinnamon over the peaches, drizzle honey on top, and then shower the peaches with crushed pecans for that crunch that everybody loves. A little bit of light brown sugar goes evenly on the top, and then I also like to dot the peaches with some diced salted butter, which really softens and helps caramelize them up. So again, these smoke at 250 degrees, which is the theme of today. You just pop the cinnamon peach skillet into the smoker and let those peaches bask in the smoky glory for about 45 minutes. Whoa, I almost forgot these bacon-wrapped jalapenos stuffed with cream cheese for our grand finale. It's all going in the smoker with the rest of the food. And I love to put it on a grate so it's easy to take on and off the smoker. The smoked jalapeno poppers take about 45 minutes to cook as well, so they're going to come out earlier, kind of edible like an appetizer. It's time to collect our prize. These still need a little bit of time because the bacon is not crisp yet. Oh, peaches are so tender, they look so delicious. Check the thermometer and the steak is done. It's done, but I do want to sear up the outside just to give it some nice flavor, so I'm going to do that inside on a cast iron skillet. The tri-tip and Brussels sprouts took about 2 hours to cook until the Brussels sprouts were tender and the tri-tip was to temperature. So here I am just plating it and putting it all together for our barbecue feast. When you use the recipe for smoked Brussels sprouts from SipBiteGo.com, it'll teach you to use some balsamic glaze drizzled at the end, as well as some Parmesan cheese that is freshly grated. These are yummy flavors. You're gonna love them. Smoked peaches were done for a while, but I just let them kind of chill out on the grill until I was ready to take it off. They did stay really hot in the cast iron skillet, so I just wrapped it with some aluminum to retain some of the heat, so it was ready when it was time to eat. Tri-tip has been done. I seared it. It is resting. Now, an interesting thing about slicing a tri-tip is that there's actually 2 different directions of grain. So we're gonna slice it about in the middle, and then we're going to cut one direction and then the other direction. You'll see what I mean, but I just want to explain before I get into it. But smells so delicious. I cannot wait. So if you can see, there's grain going this way. So ultimately we're gonna wanna slice against that. But then there's another grain that looks like it's going this way. So we have one, and then this one's going like sideways. So I'm gonna slice it right here where the 2 grains meet. Oh, gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. Okay, now to slice against the grain, I'm gonna start here. Super juicy, delicioso. All right, well, as this feast is coming to an end, just a reminder that you can pick up my free barbecue ebook at SipBiteGo.com. And a few other things you could smoke at 250 include baked potatoes, smoked mac and cheese, and smoked asparagus. So find all those recipes on the SipBiteGo YouTube channel. And until next time, have a wonderful and delicious day. Cheers.